Hi, everyone. Ciao. So, today we're going to talk about international driving permits and whether or not you need one when you're traveling in Italy or when you're driving in Italy or renting a motorcycle. And the answer is yes. So, Italian law makes it clear that those who have driver's licenses that were issued outside of the EU or the European Economic Area must not only have a valid driver's license from their home country, but also an international driving permit, which translates the US license if you're based in the US or from the US into the language of the country that you're visiting. So, in our case, Italian. So, yeah. And then just very quickly, this is the English translation. You can see I have two stamps there, and it basically shows that I have a valid US driver's license for just regular cars. And then also I have my motorcycle license as well. So I can rent not only cars, but also motorcycles and large Vespas when I'm in Italy. But let's take a quick look at the Italian website that actually lists all the different laws in Italy. And we're going to particularly look at Article 135 here, which covers driving in Italy for folks who don't have European driver's licenses. So this is in Italian. I'm going to translate this to English using Google Translate. And this is the website that is translated using Google Translate. So we're going to look at Article 135 again, but we're going to look at paragraph 1. And it says that essentially, if you have a driver's license that was issued outside of the EU or the European Economic Area, and you've been in Italy for less than a year, then you can use that driver's license, provided you have not only an international driving permit, but that driver's license needs to be an actual valid driver's license, so it can't be expired, and your international driving permit can't be expired. So let's scroll down to paragraph 8, and it stipulates or gives the fines for not having a valid driver's license or an international driving permit. And it's basically saying that the sanction can be anywhere from 400 euros up to 1,600 euros. This international driving permit costs $20 plus maybe another $15 for your passport photos if you have those taken at AAA. So it's worth getting this. It's valid for a year. So if you think you might be driving in Italy or you might want to rent a motorcycle or a bigger Vespa, like the ones that can go at pretty high speeds, it's worth getting one of these. I'm going to go to Arlington Heights, which is a suburb of Chicago, and get my renewed international driving permit. If you don't have a AAA office that's close to you, you can send the application that I'll show you in a second. You can send that via mail, and it might take like a month or a month and a half or so to get the IDP back to you. But if you're fortunate to have a AAA location close to you, you can just go visit the office. You want to make sure that it's actually a full service AAA office that has travel services and that actually issues the IDP. A lot of AAA offices are just for insurance and other things like that. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the AAA website. So this is the website for the IDP, the International Driving Permit. Again, AAA is the only private entity that's authorized to issue the IDP in the US, and the IDP has to be issued in the US. So you can't go over to Europe and get one. So you want to get this before your trip. So if you're even thinking about possibly driving in Italy, go ahead and get this and try to get it maybe a couple months before your trip, assuming that you don't have a AAA location close to you. So again, I'm going to go today and get this, and I'll have it probably in less than an hour or so. Anyways, so here we have the process for applying. So you have an application, you need some passport photos, you need a valid US driver's license. There's a $20 permit fee, and it's pretty simple. So let's take a look at the application. So it's just a simple form here that has your current driver's license information, your birth city, date of birth, and what you're applying for. So again, we're going to be applying for an international driving permit, passenger car, but I also have a motorcycle license, so I would check that. And then this is just a list of all the countries that you can use the international driving permit, including for us, Italia. All right. And then for me, I'm going to go to Arlington Heights, which again is a suburb of Chicago. Unfortunately, there's no AAA office in Chicago that issues the IDP, so I need to drive out to the suburbs. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out the application, print it out, sign it, and then I am going to head out to Arlington Heights. So we'll see you there in just a second. All right, so I've made it out to Arlington Heights, and now I'm about to go into the AAA office and get my international driving permit. So we'll see how much it costs and how long it takes. So it is 3:46 right now, and we'll see how long it takes for me to get the whole process done. So, okay. All right, so it is a little after 4 o'clock. It took maybe about 20 minutes, and it only took that long because I was sold a 1 year, like $5 membership that actually saved me on the cost of my passport photos. So anyways, I got my international driving permit, and it lasts me for another year. So as you can see, the process is pretty easy. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Otherwise, ciao.